If you've ever felt lost or confused about what a woman truly wants in bed, this video is for you. Get ready for some straight, clear, and yes, a bit tough information. If you like what you hear, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. 1. Understanding female desire, the basics of what women want. Let's start from the beginning. Understanding female desire is essential. Often, men focus on their own needs and forget that a woman's pleasure is much more complex. Women are not just looking for physical performance. They also value emotional connection and mental satisfaction. Knowing the basics of female desire will help you connect better with her and create more pleasurable experiences. Don't be fooled by myths. The key lies in empathy and understanding. 2. The importance of foreplay, techniques that precede satisfaction. Now, let's talk about foreplay. Many men think foreplay is just an introduction, but in reality, it's crucial. Techniques like caresses, kisses, and gentle touches prepare the body and mind for a more intense experience. Foreplay not only increases physical pleasure, but also establishes an emotional connection that can lead to greater satisfaction. Don't just rush through the process. Take the time to explore and enjoy every moment. 3. Communicating in the bedroom. Key questions to enhance pleasure. Communication is key. You can't read your partner's mind, so it's vital to ask questions that help improve the experience for both of you. Ask her what she likes, what turns her on, and what makes her feel good. Open and honest communication can prevent misunderstandings and significantly improve the experience. Don't be afraid to talk during the act. This can help you adjust what you're doing and ensure that both of you enjoy it to the fullest. For exploring sensitivity, areas where women want to be touched. Every woman is different, but there are common sensitive areas you can explore. The neck, ears, inner thighs, and breasts are places that often respond well to touch. Learn to explore these zones with gentleness and attention. Remember that how you touch matters too, so adjust the pressure and rhythm based on her reactions. Don't limit yourself to just one approach. Explore and adapt based on what she enjoys. 5. The role of emotional intimacy in physical satisfaction. Emotional intimacy plays a crucial role in physical satisfaction. While the physical aspect is important, the emotional connection can intensify pleasure. Creating an atmosphere of trust and closeness makes intimate moments much more meaningful. Don't underestimate the power of a caring touch, a sincere conversation, or a simple gesture of affection. Emotional intimacy can elevate the physical experience to a completely new level. 6. Timing is everything. When to speed up and when to slow down. Pacing is fundamental. Sometimes speeding up can intensify pleasure, while slowing down can increase anticipation and desire. Learn to read your partner's signals and adjust your pace accordingly. Don't rush to the climax. Enjoying the journey is just as important. The ability to change the pace and adapt to your partner's needs can make the difference between a good experience and an excellent one. 7. The art of listening, responding to her nonverbal cues. Nonverbal cues are a crucial form of communication. Learn to read and respond to your partner's gestures, sounds, and movements. These signals can indicate what she likes and what she doesn't. If you're in tune with her body, you can adjust your approach to enhance the experience. Pay attention to her reactions and use that information to guide your movements. The ability to listen without words is an essential skill for complete satisfaction. 8. Experimentation and adventure. Keeping things exciting and new. Routine can be the enemy of excitement. Don't be afraid to experiment and try new things. Adventure and novelty can keep the spark alive and make every encounter exciting. Explore new positions, locations, and techniques. The willingness to try new things can add an extra dimension to your sex life and keep both of you interested and enthusiastic. 9. Aftercare. Why it matters and how to do it right. Aftercare is just as important as the act itself. After an encounter, taking time for hugs, caresses, and conversation can strengthen the emotional connection and ensure that both of you feel satisfied. Don't see it as a routine, but as an opportunity to reaffirm your connection and express your appreciation. Aftercare is an integral part of the experience and can make the moment even more special. 10 common mistakes men make and how to avoid them. Finally, let's talk about common mistakes. Many men make errors that can harm the experience. These include rushing, not communicating properly, or ignoring their partner's signals. Learn from these mistakes and constantly seek to improve. The key is to be willing to learn, listen, and adapt your actions to offer a more satisfying experience. Forbidden zones. 5 places where women crave to be touched. Today we're going to talk about something many of you need to hear. The forbidden zones where women crave to be touched. but which many men overlook. Don't be fooled by the typical techniques you see online. Here you're going to get real, useful information to improve your game in bed. If you find this helpful, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe for more tips. Let's get started. 1. Decoding her body language. Signs that she's ready for more. Before we talk about the places that excite her the most, you need to learn to read her body language. If she's ready for something more, she'll show it through her gestures, looks, and movements. Watch if she gets closer to you, if her breathing becomes quicker, or if she shows signs of impatience. Don't ignore these signals, as they tell you when it's time to intensify things. Learn to interpret these signs to adjust your approach and satisfy her as she deserves. 2. The nape of the neck. Why this spot is surprisingly sensitive. The nape of the neck is an area that many men overlook, but it's incredibly sensitive. This spot is full of nerve endings that, when touched gently, can provoke an intense reaction. Try caressing it with your fingertips, kissing it softly, or letting your breath graze this area. Don't limit yourself to just one touch. Play with the intensity and speed to discover what she likes best. The nape of the neck can be a source of unexpected pleasure if you know how to stimulate it correctly. 3. Inner thighs. Techniques for touch that drives her wild. The inner thighs are another area that can drive her wild. This area is extremely sensitive, and a delicate touch or gentle caress can be very arousing. Use your fingers to gently caress or slowly trail your lips. Don't rush. Take your time to explore and pay attention to her reactions. The technique here is key. Maintain a slow and steady pace, alternating between soft and firm touches. For the small of the back, how to ignite her passions with a simple touch. The small of the back is an area that can ignite her passions with a simple touch. This zone, near the waist, is full of receptors that respond well to stimulation. You can use your hands to make circular motions or apply gentle pressure. This touch can be incredibly effective if combined with other forms of stimulation. Remember, the key is gentleness and precision. It's not about pressing hard, but about touching with intention. 5. Earlobes and neck. Whispers and light touches to send shivers. The earlobes and neck are areas often underestimated, but they can send shivers of pleasure. Earlobes are sensitive to light contact and whispers. Use your tongue to lightly lick them or give small nibbles. On the neck, you can use your lips and tongue to create a sense of anticipation. These gentle touches can be incredibly arousing and help you build a more intense connection. 6. The power of light and shadow. Using touch to create anticipation. Playing with light and shadow can add an extra dimension to your touch. Use the soft light of a lamp or candle to create an intimate atmosphere and use your hands to play with the light, touching and caressing in a way that changes the shadows. This approach can increase anticipation and make the touch more exciting. The contrast between light and shadow can intensify sensations and make the experience more memorable. 7. Unexpected pleasure points. Areas you might not have considered. In addition to the common zones, there are unexpected pleasure points you can explore. The back of the knees, the area around the navel, and the inner ankles are areas that can provide intense sensations when touched correctly. Don't be afraid to explore and experiment. Every woman is different, so pay attention to her reactions and adjust your approach based on what seems to work best for her. 8. Building tension. Strategies for teasing and pleasing. Building tension is key to increasing pleasure. Use your hands, lips, and body to create anticipation and expectation. You can alternate between soft caresses and more intense touches to keep the excitement rising. The tension built this way can make the climax much more intense. Don't rush. Take your time to tease and enjoy the process. Anticipation is a fundamental part of pleasure. 9. How to be gentle yet assertive. Balancing softness and strength. The balance between being gentle and assertive is crucial. Some areas need a soft touch, while others may respond better to firmer pressure. Learn to adjust your touch based on the zone and her reactions. Don't be too aggressive, but don't be too soft either. Find the right spot that provides the most pleasure. The ability to adjust your touch precisely is what will make the difference in her experience. 10. Feedback and adjustment. Tuning into her preferences. Finally, feedback is essential. Pay attention to what she says and how she responds to your touches. Adjust your approach based on her preferences and don't be afraid to ask what she enjoys the most. The ability to tune into her needs and adjust your touch according to her feedback is crucial for a satisfying experience. Remember, communication and observation are your best tools. Being attentive to her responses and willing to adapt will not only enhance her pleasure but also strengthen the connection between you two. Seduce and conquer. techniques to win her over. Today we're going to tackle a topic that many of you struggle with: how to effectively seduce and win over a woman. We're not talking about cheap tricks or superficial techniques. We're discussing real, proven strategies that will help you succeed in the game of seduction. If you find this useful, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so I can continue bringing you tips that truly make a difference. Let's get started. 1. The psychology of seduction: what really works on women. First, let's unravel the psychology behind seduction. Many times, men focus on superficial techniques and forget the most important thing: connecting on a deeper level. Women aren't just attracted to what they see, but to how you make them feel. It's about understanding their desires, needs, and emotions. You can't just apply a magic formula. You have to build an authentic and emotional connection. Real seduction starts with empathy and understanding. 2. Dress to impress. How your appearance can turn her on. Appearance matters, and we're not just talking about looking like a runway model. It's about presenting yourself in the best way possible, reflecting your personal style with confidence. You don't need to be a fashion expert, but you should ensure that your clothes are clean, well-fitted, and appropriate for the occasion. First impressions count, and a good appearance can spark interest and attraction. Remember, confidence in your style can be as seductive as anything else. 3. Confidence versus arrogance. Striking the right balance. Confidence is attractive, but arrogance is a disaster. There's a fine line between being self-assured and being presumptuous. Genuine confidence is rooted in respect and security in your abilities, while arrogance is simply a facade to hide insecurities. Be mindful of how you present yourself and avoid acting in a way that could come across as if you think you're better than others. Authenticity and respect are far more seductive than a superiority complex. 4. Conversational mastery. Talking your way into her heart. The way you converse can make or break your seduction. Master the art of conversation by being interesting, attentive, and authentic. Listen more than you talk and show a genuine interest in her opinions and experiences. Don't rely on canned lines. Instead, keep things real and natural. The ability to maintain a fluid and meaningful conversation is crucial for building a genuine and lasting connection. 5. Setting the scene. Creating a romantic and inviting atmosphere. The atmosphere plays a significant role in seduction. Create an environment that is romantic and inviting. Use soft lighting, gentle music, and a setting that invites relaxation. It's not about spending a fortune on fancy decorations, but about establishing a space where both of you can feel comfortable and enjoy each other's company. The right atmosphere can transform an ordinary night into an unforgettable experience. 6. The power of scent. Choosing the right fragrance. Never underestimate the power of scent. A good perfume or cologne can be incredibly seductive. Choose a fragrance that complements your style and personality, and be sure not to overdo it. A subtle yet memorable scent can leave a lasting impression and attract a woman in a way that goes beyond words. Scent is an important part of your overall presence and can be the final touch that sets you apart. 7. Digital flirting. Texting techniques that build attraction. In today's digital world, flirting through messages is key. Use text messages or social media to build a connection before meeting in person. Be creative and use humor to keep the conversation light and engaging. Don't be too aggressive or insistent. Instead, keep things interesting and show a genuine interest in her life. Messages should be a natural extension of your personality and your in-person interaction. 8. The art of the compliment. Making her feel unique and desired. Well-placed compliments can be incredibly powerful. But it's not about throwing around generic praise. You need to be specific and sincere. Tell her what you genuinely appreciate about her, whether it's her smile, intelligence, or style. Compliments should make her feel special and appreciated, not just boost her ego. Sincerity is key here. If your compliments are genuine, they will have a much greater impact. 9. Planning perfect dates. Ideas that lead to more. A well-planned date can make all the difference. Plan activities that are meaningful and foster connection. From romantic dinners to outdoor adventures, choose something that suits her interests and that you will also enjoy. Avoid cliches and opt for ideas that show you've thought about what she would truly appreciate. Well-planned dates demonstrate your effort and can create memorable moments that bring you closer together. 10. Long-term seduction. Keeping the flame alive. Seduction isn't just about the first encounter. It's an ongoing process. Once you've established a connection, work on keeping the flame alive. Continue to show interest, be attentive, and cultivate the relationship. Don't get complacent. Keep innovating and surprising her to maintain the excitement and desire. Long-term seduction is a balance between stability and excitement, and it requires continuous effort to keep the relationship exciting and satisfying. Unlocking her passion. How to truly understand and please a woman. Today, we're going to delve into one of the most crucial topics in a relationship: how to truly understand and please a woman. Make no mistake, this is not a manual for playing dirty or manipulating. It's an honest and straightforward guide to connecting with her in a way that really works. If you find this useful, give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you advice that really makes a difference. Let's dive into the topic. 1. The science of attraction. What makes a woman desire a man? Let's start with something basic but fundamental: the science behind attraction. It's not just about having an attractive physique or smooth talk. Women are attracted to self-confidence, authenticity, and the ability to connect emotionally. True attraction goes beyond the superficial. It's about how you present yourself, how you feel about yourself, and how you make others feel. So, if you're trying to win over a woman, work on being a better version of yourself. True attraction is built from the inside out. 2. Emotional connections. Building bonds that enhance physical intimacy. Physical intimacy is not just about the act itself, but the emotional bond that precedes it. To build a deep connection, you need to develop a true emotional relationship. Talk about your feelings, listen to hers, and show genuine interest in her life. You can't expect physical intimacy to be incredible if the emotional connection is broken. Sex and intimacy are deeply tied to how you communicate and how you understand each other. 3. Reading between the lines. What she says versus what she means. Here's a hard truth: women don't always say what they think or feel directly. Often, there are implicit messages that you need to learn to read. If she says she's fine but seems upset, don't be fooled. Learn to read between the lines and interpret her emotions more effectively. This doesn't mean you need to become a mind reader, but you do need to develop the ability to be sensitive and attentive to her signals. 4. The importance of mutual satisfaction. Why pleasing her pleases you. Understanding that mutual satisfaction is key in any intimate relationship is crucial. It's not just about your desires and needs, but how both of you feel and are satisfied. When you focus on pleasing her, you also please yourself. True satisfaction in a relationship is achieved when both are committed to each other's pleasure and happiness. If you only focus on your own pleasure, the relationship will become one-sided and less satisfying for both. 5. Respect and consent. The non-negotiables in every relationship. Never forget that respect and consent are the cornerstones of any intimate interaction. No matter how experienced you feel, you should never pressure or act without her consent. Respect for her boundaries and desires is not optional. It's essential. The foundation of a good relationship and a satisfying intimate life is mutual respect. If you don't understand this, then you're on the wrong path. 6. The role of mystery and intrigue in maintaining interest. Mystery and intrigue are essential to maintaining interest in a relationship. It's not about playing mind games, but about keeping a level of surprise and novelty. Don't reveal everything about yourself right away. Let her discover more about you over time. Mystery keeps things exciting and prevents the relationship from becoming monotonous. It's the spark that can keep the flame of attraction alive. 7 techniques to heighten her pleasure that every man should know. There are specific techniques that can heighten your partner's pleasure. This isn't about tricks or secret methods, but about understanding her body and preferences. Learn to communicate about what she likes and experiment together. Open communication about what works and what doesn't, combined with a willingness to learn and adapt, can make a big difference in her satisfaction. Remember, experimentation and attention to her responses are key. 8. Avoiding routine. How to keep your intimate life exciting. Routine can kill any spark in an intimate relationship. Keep things exciting by introducing new experiences and changes to your intimate life. Change up the settings, try new activities, and don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone. Routine can make both of you feel disinterested, so it's vital to make continuous efforts to keep the excitement and novelty alive. 9. Dealing with insecurities, both hers and yours. Insecurities can negatively impact intimacy. Work on overcoming your own insecurities and support your partner in the process. Talk openly about what's bothering you and listen to her concerns. Self-confidence and mutual support can transform a relationship and improve intimacy. Don't let insecurities interfere with the connection you're trying to build. 10. Celebrating her body. How to make her feel loved and adored. Finally, celebrate her body and make her feel loved and adored. It's not just about giving compliments. It's about showing genuine appreciation and admiration for her. Let her know you find her beautiful, not just in physical terms, but also in how she moves and carries herself. Acceptance and admiration can strengthen the relationship and increase confidence in intimacy.